Hey USYers, it's me, Will Landman, Metney USYer and founder of USY Facts. I'm here with Seaboard USY Regional President Jordan Brandt. Thanks so much for doing this interview.
No problem.
So why did you want to be regional president?
I guess being regional president just seemed like the best way to give back to my region. I know that's kind of a typical answer, but I feel like I kind of had the tools to be able to do something good, so I wanted to put them to use.
So what was it like to hear your name announced as the winner for your position?
Well, I ran unopposed, so it wasn't too big of a surprise, but it was still a really good feeling.
So what has your involvement been in your region?
So I was regional well-led last year, and before that I was on chapter board for 2 years. I come from a super small chapter, but it's been a lot of fun.
So what are you most excited for this year?
This year, I think all of the regional officers are working on some really cool projects that could change Seaboard in really big ways, so I'm really excited to see how those turn out.
So what is something unique about your region?
Something unique about Seaboard. I think as a region, we're just really fun and really outgoing, and I think everyone really puts a lot of effort in. I don't know, I feel like it's probably the same in other regions, but I feel like that's the most important part.
So what are some of the traditions your region has?
So Seaboard doesn't really have too many crazy traditions, but I'm kind of collecting things that get passed down every year. So I brought this is the regional president's Hollis bag. Quite the little thing. But so I don't know, we pass things down. We've had Sunday Shocker Eat Live, which came from Seaboard, which is really cool. It's continued to go on, and it's become a really big part.
So what do you enjoy the most about USY?
I think that USY is a place where it's a lot of people from different backgrounds, but they all share very similar values, and I think that's just a really cool experience to be able to kind of tuck yourself away for a weekend and just spend time with people.
So what's one of the most important aspects of USY leadership to you?
I think the most important aspect is you being able to truly dedicate yourself to the position and having your own personal drive to accomplish your goals and not having others have to push you.
So what is your job on International General Board, and why is it important to you?
So I'm on Religion Education IGD. I write education packets. And I guess for me, I feel like REL-Ed is one of the main components that makes USY really different from any other Jewish youth group, and I love being part of that. And I didn't want to have to kind of give up being a REL-Ed to be regional president, so I just kind of took it to an international level.
So what impact do you want to make on USY before you graduate?
That's a really big question. I guess for me, one of my favorite moments out of any time that I've ever been on the regional board was when a Kadimanic came up and thanked me at the end of one of our encampments and thanked me for having an amazing day, how he really wanted to come back. And so I think it's small things like that and being able to have you notice the difference in other people. It's just a really cool aspect, and to have cause that change in as many people as possible.
So what is it like being on International General Board?
It's been a lot of fun. I've made a lot of really close friends and experiences. It's been a really cool learning experience too. I think if there's someone who wants to kind of dedicate yourself to USY and have something to give and have the motivation, it's totally something you should consider.
So if you could describe USY in one sentence, what would it be?
A place where I feel comfortable. Yeah. I feel like it's really hard to find an environment where you can kind of just let go and not have like the pressures of society or anything from the outside, and I love that about USY.
So what will you miss the most about USY when you graduate?
Probably the ability to just go away for the weekend and not care about anything that's going on in the outside world.
So, if you could describe your region in one word, what would it be?
One word. Probably home. I think if we took a poll in our region, that would probably be one of the big words that anyone would use to describe it.
So what is your advice to people interested in running for a regional position?
I think to run for a regional position, you have to find something that you're really passionate about. I think that to be on regional board, that it's not the only thing that necessarily winds up being what you expect it to be is what you actually have to do within your position. And that as being on the title of being a board member is very different, and you don't necessarily know what to expect. And you just have to make sure that you really love your position. Because I feel like a lot of times that's like the only thing you can kind of expect what you're going to have to do. If that makes sense.
So finally, what are you most excited for at IC?
Definitely just to see friends. It's been a really long time. So I'm just excited to go there and see people and have fun.
Thanks so much, Jordan. This was really wonderful, and I really appreciate it. We're both going to see you all at IC, and we're super excited.